China, who reiterated in a press conference overnight that China does not recognize Bitcoin or other digital currencies as a legitimate form of payment. Now, earlier in the week, we saw that the SEC wants cryptocurrency exchanges to register with them, and we saw a federal court rule that cryptocurrencies can be regulated by the CFT as a commodity. In other words, we're seeing a lot more talk of regulation. You put it all together, and even by Bitcoin standards, it's been a pretty rough week.
What's up, John?
Back to you, Melissa.
All right, thank you, Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange. So, has Bitcoin bottomed, and should you buy it up with both hands here? Let's ask FundStrat's Tom Lee. He joins us now on the fast line. Hey, Tom.
Hey, how are you?
Good. So you've introduced the new Bitcoin Misery Index. What is it, and what is it telling us right now?
This is just, think of this index as a way to measure how happy or sad you are owning Bitcoin. So it counts for the win ratio and the volatility. And this thing is telling us that Bitcoin holders are miserable. You know, it's currently at 19. It's ranged between 0 and 100, and it's the lowest reading since August of 2011.
So is it a contrary indicator in your view?
So we took a look, and we published it in our research study. Yes, it's a very good contrarian indicator. The last 4 times, this was below 27. So let's say 27 is when you're really miserable. These were great entry points for Bitcoin. In fact, not a single instance was Bitcoin not up 12 months later. But in the short term, I think it's a signal of pain, because obviously if you're miserable holding Bitcoin and you get headlines like we've had this week, you can't, I wouldn't be surprised if investors want to get out of Bitcoin.
In your study, when you took a look back at those past time periods, Tom, you mentioned 27 as being sort of the tipping point there. How long did the index remain under 27? Is there something to be said for the index remaining below that level, and maybe below that level for a reason? Maybe sentiment is so bad and there is more to shake out.
Since 2009, we've had roughly 1,200. We've had close to 3,000 days. Only 34 of those days was the reading below 27. So it is really uncommon to be this miserable owning Bitcoin. But the last couple times was November 2012, September 2016, January 2015, and Bitcoin was higher a month later. So I think, in a way, it's telling us it's very tough to own it for the next week, even 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But we're getting through this. And by the way, I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty certain the Mt. Gox trustee does not have to return any more fiat currency to the former account holders of Mt. Gox. So I think they could be done selling.
Okay. Interesting stuff, Tom. Thanks a lot for phoning in and sharing it with us. Tom.
So I think that is great news that this Mt. Gox sell-off is what really started this tanking. As you can look at this chart right here, they basically started in February, and boom, you see the price tanking, and they've been probably continuing to sell, and that's what's been drawing the price down so low. But this is all going to go away. So I know if you're a cryptocurrency holder, this month of February and March and even January has been terrible, but I am very bullish for the future. I feel like there is going to be plenty of people that are going to take advantage of this and buy the low price, and then they're going to hold. And once again, if you've watched this channel, we still have regulation that needs to come in, and that regulation will open the doors to pension money, Wall Street money, and then I see us easily clearing the market cap. We're right now at 360 billion. I see us easily going over $1 trillion, which is almost 3 times by the end of the year. So you guys do what you want to do, but my outlook on this is it's good that 400 million of crypto was held by a trustee. They needed to liquidate it. That's why the market's been down. And now that they're hopefully done with the liquidation process, the people that have bought it are going to now hold, and hopefully we'll have a nice run, especially if the government can finally get some of this regulation, fiasco and uncertainty taken care of. Then I see a lot of money coming into the cryptocurrency market, and we'll look back at this and you know, be like, oh my God, this was such a great opportunity to buy. But time will tell. So let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll talk to you guys soon.